I'm seeing red again. These thoughts are stuck in my head. Somebody hold me back. I'm losing patience. So don't give me an excuse, 'cause I got nothing to lose. My fists are black and blue from hitting the pavement. Don't get in my way. It don't set me off, 'cause I'm not somebody you'd wanna cross. This wanted man got guilt on his hands, and I'm not somebody you'd understand. I'm feeling dangerous. The ashes burn to dust. I'm rootless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous. Don't get too close to me. You might not like what you see. I'm rootless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous.
Yeah, there's nobody that's coming to save me. Trapped in the dark, but truly that's what made me. Yeah, I'm built different, just look at all of the scars. If I didn't make the change, the world would tear me apart. I've realized to survive, I had to be a beast. This determination in my heart has set me free. So can you tell me now, who I got to fear? They try to knock me down, but now I'm still standing here. I use my pain, yeah, that's what makes me dangerous. Always been the underdog, push through all the changes. Mama always told me to be careful who you hang with. I never switched up, yeah, that's what made me dangerous. Look what I overcame, look how far I made it. They'll never knock me down, one day I'll be celebrated. Made my peace with all the harm that came to us. It made me this way, yeah, it got me feeling dangerous.
I'm feeling dangerous. The ashes burn to dust. I'm rootless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous. Don't get too close to me. You might not like what you see. I'm rootless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous.
Yeah, look, I'm feeling dangerous. Yeah, I'm feeling dangerous. They can't stop us. They can't stop us, no. They can't stop us.
Feeling dangerous.
Feeling too dangerous. Feeling too dangerous. Yeah, we feeling too dangerous.
Feeling dangerous. Don't get in my way. Don't set me off, 'cause I'm not somebody you'd wanna cross. I'm feeling dangerous. I'm feeling dangerous. The ashes burn to dust. I'm rootless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous. Don't get too close to me. You might not like what you see. I'm rootless in my blood. I'm feeling dangerous.
Yeah,
I'm feeling dangerous.
yeah, let's go.
I'm feeling dangerous.
What I got to fear? Nothing. Yeah.
Saturday. And we got football. Is it the best time of the year? You might say the most wonderful time of the year is Christmas. You're wrong. It's football time. It's playoff time. That's the best time of the year. Sorry, not sorry. The only thing that sucks about a Saturday football day for NFL is there's only 2 games. That's what sucks. But we still got football on a Saturday. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's going to be easy, though, today. The 2 games we have, it's a close matchup. And then it's a matchup that I think we all know what's going to happen. I think we all know what's going to happen that night, bro. Let's get my co-host in here. How you feeling today, bro?
First off, you always capping. You capped at Christmas now. Now you capped at Christmas.
Dog. I capped Christmas.
Most wonderful time of the year, but it has football as well, so that is appropriate as well. Saturday football, man. Like I can get used to this. Like after the college football season, the NFL gonna try to do this more, man. This is dope.
Yeah, it's about time they started doing this more too, because I think they only used to do it like maybe wild card weekend used to be the only time we used to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why not? It's a whole day of football. There's not a whole day of college football anymore, like you said. So it makes sense, and it gives teams a chance to kind of, hey, some teams have the availability to have Christmas Eve and Christmas off. So I'm sure the players like that as well, as far as this time of year goes, with family coming in and out of town. So it's very cool. The NFL, that's why they're the best league in the world, man. They're always doing stuff to raise the bar, to get more eyes on their sport. And it just goes to show why they're ran so well. And I should say all 4 of these franchises have been run well over the entirety of their franchise, but we're looking at one there in LA that's a little bit questionable with the Chargers. I mean, as far as franchises go, they would start in San Diego and then they go around and around. And I don't think they've ever won a Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. The Chargers, yeah. So that's a big yikes. But I don't know if the Bills have either. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. They've been to a bunch of Super Bowls.
They've been to a bunch. Yeah.
Israel saying NFL taking over the NBA on Christmas Day. I don't know if that's going to be that much. Well, it's only one game. But it is the game.
No, NFL it's like 3 games on Christmas.
Is it? I thought
NFL is like 3. It's if I'm seeing the schedule right, you got the Chiefs and who they play, the Raiders. That's the morning game on like Nickelodeon or something like that. And then you got the middle game with the Giants and Eagles, and then you got the prime time. The game, like you said, is that Ravens 49ers. That's Christmas evening.
The game. Bro, you're right. Yeah. Raiders, Chiefs, Giants, Eagles. It's all like division matchups until it's not. It's the Super Bowl preview.
I'm be watching sports all day.
It's like Thanksgiving,
Monday.
But it's better. It's Christmas.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you got the basketball as well, like he was saying. So, no, yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's crazy. Well, maybe we'll have to pull an audible on Christmas, or maybe we'll have to see what Christmas goes. No mini Monday recap.
I won't be available Monday. No, we'll get our Monday picks in tomorrow.
We gotta.
Monday is a wrap.
Sorry, guys.
That won't kill Monday show.
We'll see us on Tuesday though for the power rankings and the recap and all that. But man, what a weekend! What a weekend for shout out to the NFL for giving us these games and starting us out with today. I think the best game today, in my opinion, will be the first game, and we'll bring that right up. It's Bengals versus the Steelers, and the last time these two played each other was the last time that the last time the Bengals lost was before they played the Steelers. The last time the Steelers won was before they played the Bengals 3 weeks ago, week 15. Since then, the Bengals won that game, and they've been on a 3-game win streak since. The Steelers lost that game. They've lost every game since. And I believe that was actually on the road. Like the Steelers were at home that game, if I'm not mistaken. So now they're in Cincy, even harder. And oh wait, no, I did that wrong. It's the other way around. Okay, Bengals at the Steelers. Okay. And I want to make sure because I was like, I'm probably wrong about this, and I was. But even though they're at the Steelers, 3-point spread. So Vegas is saying we think Bengals are going to win, most likely because they have a quarterback, but also the Steelers, what are you? They don't know how much the Bengals are going to win by, but they think they're going to win with that 3-point spread. We know Jake Browning is a quarterback. His first game was actually like starting, I believe, was against the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken, his first game coming back in. And the Steelers, they are starting Mason Rudolph today, who I think the last time we saw him, he was getting clonked on the head by Myles Garrett. or
That was
not
a couple
Myles
years ago.
Yeah.
It was Myles Garrett. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this game? Do you think the Steelers have anything for the Bengals today?
This is an interesting game because this is should be I think it's the Steelers home game.
Yes.
First off, so
I did that wrong. My bad.
There could be some juice with that because there's been a lot of talk about Coach Tomlin and he's losing control of the locker room.
Sure.
And obviously this can go either way, but this season it felt like any other like locker room controversy or some kind of just something in the media. The team always bounced back. Like the Bills woke up after their coach got called out. Now I don't know if you saw the clip where George Pickens basically refused to block on a play because he didn't want to get hurt.
He might get rolled up on.
Yeah, then he he called out the media like, it was just weird. It was a very weird vibe. So that all that came back on the locker room and on Tomlin. Then you don't really have a quarterback. Mitch Trubisky. I mean, he's pretty much gonna be out of the league after what happened with him. And so
he's done. Yeah, he's done.
Mason Rudolph, this guy. I mean, just his peak is being a backup quarterback. Not really expecting a lot from him, but just that factor, that controversy factor at home, pride, something. I don't think Tomlin lost the locker room. And with the Bengals, no Jamar Chase today. We'll see if the Jake Browning legend continues, though they sort of should have lost against the Vikings last week as well. I'm just saying, like, he's playing it close there.
They got good defense.
Some weird factors with this, and I'm kind of leaning towards the home team, to be quite honest.
The Steelers?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Steelers, actually. Yeah,
that's fair enough. And that's never a bad pick. Whenever you pick the Steelers at home, I'm like, yeah, good idea. But I'm going with the Bengals today just because of what I've seen from Jake Browning. And Jake Browning versus Mason Rudolph. I'm going to go Jake Browning. He started 5 to 6 games in the NFL. I think he's won almost every single one of them. And he's had some of the highest numbers and quarterback efficiency on top of that. Not only does the Bengals have a good offense, I know they don't have Jamar Chase, but they have T. Higgins. They have a bunch of other guys too. I can't remember their names. Obviously, T. Higgins is the big one. Joe Mixon's playing very well. I think he had like 100-some yards last week. The Steelers are giving up a lot on the ground, and that's where I think Joe Mixon can play a big part in the game. And when the running game starts going, then Jake Browning, play action. Boom. Steelers have a great defense. No Minka Patrick, though. No secondary. So that's where their secondary is kind of Swiss cheese, if you will. And the Bengals defense on the other side, that's the reason why they won that game last week, because they got Nick Mullins to throw 2 interceptions. And the Bengals actually have one of the highest turnover ratios in the NFL as a defense. So don't sleep on them as a defense either. They have to play in the AFC North. So they can't just have a lackluster defense. They have to play against these high caliber teams like the Steelers, like the Browns. And obviously the Ravens. Yeah, I'm like, who else is there? Obviously the Ravens. They're just so good and they feel like on another echelon. I think the Bengals, though, they get this win. They cover the spread on the road. And there's going to be a lot more chatter than there was last week in Pittsburgh, I think, coming up.
Well, I mean, according to, I guess, just people that's close with Tomlin, like, this could seriously be, time for conversations. Like, how long does he want to be there? How long does they want? Do they want Tomlin there? Like, it's very weird having these talks because, like, you hear with the Belichick stuff, it's like, no, you'll never get rid of Belichick.
Yeah.
But then that noise kept getting louder. Now it's starting with Tomlin. This is weird. This is weird times in the NFL, man, where we're talking about, 2 of the greatest coaches ever may need a change of scenery. That's crazy.
It happens, man. I guess all good things come to an end at some point. And that may be happening with the Steelers and the Patriots. in that conversation, though, in light of that conversation, I would say, even though I don't think Bill's going anywhere, I think if you're gonna say one or the other, if Bill's gonna go somewhere or Tomlin, Bill would be the first person to go before Tomlin because the Steelers, they really don't make any fucking changes ever. And the fact that they fired Matt Canada during the season was like, it's historical. And we talked about the historical significance of that. Like the last time they did that, I don't know, it was like 1961 or something like that, something crazy. So
yeah.
It could be.
It didn't really help. It didn't really help either.
Right,
so it's like this is just so. That's what I'm saying. This is weird times.
I need a play caller.
Tomlin had to do something because it's like when you're losing like that, that was his call to fire, and obviously the owners have to sign off on it. But it's like nothing changed though. You know what I mean? At least with the Bills, they fired the offensive coordinator and then they turned their season around. At least that happened. Still's got nothing to show.
And it sucks, and it sucks more for people who are fans of the franchise, and they just like they've known the team to be something and had like a certain identity, and now it's just not there. They still have a very good defense, but man, there's got to be some kind of help, some kind of change. Ben Roethlisberger is doing a whole lot of talking. I'd love to see him get in that building, stop talking on his podcast, and actually go to work. Because it's really easy to sit on a couch and talk into a microphone. We do it all the time. But like Ben Roethlisberger, if you want to see change in the organization, you're the one person that can actually go in there and do something about it, rather than being a fan like the rest of us and just talking about it. Because if I could, like back in the day, last year even, if I could have went to the Buccaneers facility and talked mad shit and chewed out Byron Leftwich, I would have fucking done that in a heartbeat. But like, somebody needed to go do that from the Buccaneers organization, like Mike Allstott or like Warren Stapp. They needed to go bitch out Byron Leftwich last year, but it never happened, so nothing changed and he got fired. If you want to see a change in the organization, and Ben Roethlisberger, go to the facility. You live in Pittsburgh, bro. Go and make a change. That's the only way anything's going to happen because they still have their identity on defense, but they don't have any veterans on offense. So there's nobody there. Yeah, so that's why. But shout out Bengals. I think you get the win today, even though, and you're still riding with the Steelers. Gonna get it because they are a home team.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a type of pride win because I don't think that like the Bengals, as great as they rebound with losing Burrow and everything, I still think they're just an okay team. Even with Jake Browning playing out of his mind, they kind of lucked out. If you think about it, Trevor Lawrence got hurt. Then they kind of won that game after he got hurt, and then the Vikings. It just things been falling into place for the Bengals. I think the Steelers just gonna, just all about pride today.
You think the luck rides out? I get it, man. I get it. Well, then Saturday night, I don't think there's any luck on the side of the Chargers. I will say this though: there's that stat that's undefeated, and I'm not gonna do it because I thought about it earlier today. I'm like, am I really gonna ride with that stat? Because I always have, and it never fails. Every time a team fires their head coach, they are like 1,000,000 the next game while playing for the interim head coach. I don't know why that is, but I really the circumstances around this game just aren't there. Chargers don't have a defense. Chargers, they have a great offense, but they also are a little bit old on offense, a little bit banged up, and the Bills are just riding on a different type of high, man. 2-game win streak, actually, or not 2-game win streak. And the people they've beaten is the big thing. Chiefs, the Cowboys, Super Bowl contenders, quote unquote, and you're getting beat by a team that was counted out, the Bills. I think they have kind of taken on the identity of the city, which is shut up, go to work. That's upstate New York, dude. Like, we don't want to hear you bitch. Don't want to hear you moan. Don't want to hear nothing. We're all here. Yes, it's cold. It sucks. Nobody wants to work this hard. But guess what? If you want the things that you want, like the Bills want, they want to go to the Super Bowl. They want to go to the playoffs. If you want those things, then shut the fuck up and go to work. And I think that's the mentality of a New Yorker. And I think that's what the Bills are taking on, that mentality. I've seen it. They might have squabbles here and there. There might be stuff going on, and people are talking about you here. People are talking about you there. they get into the locker room, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's Josh Allen or if it's Sean McDermott, but someone in there is saying, shut the fuck up, go to work. And I think that's what they're doing, and that's why the spread is the way it is, right? 12.5 point spread. You'd be a fool to pick the Chargers, and you'd be a fool to pick anything regarding the Chargers. I know that stat is undefeated, but I think maybe this is the time where it gets completely defeated, and the Bills take the win on the road because they have to, and they're just the surefire better team in this matchup in my eyes. But what do you think's gonna happen tonight in SoFi?
yeah, lo-fi for real. But it's like, yeah, it's been very weird with the Chargers. Firing that coach. They got the interim. I don't know who this guy is. Like,
Facts,
at least with some of these interims, like it'd be like a former player.
Right.
Like you had Antonio Pierce come with the Raiders. It's like, oh, okay, I can,
I feel that
galvanize people. You know what I mean? Like this year, I don't know who they coaches. I don't know what they're doing. Who is their quarterback? Because Herbert's out for the year.
Yeah.
If I'm Keenan Allen, the veteran receiver, I'd be like, hey, let me just take this game off, man. Like, why am I even playing? Like, what am I even doing out here? It's just the Chargers that was a joke. This is the thing with the NFL. It's like I'm not in a rush to like call teams like, they just suck, no talent. Like, because I mean, it takes so much for those players to get to the league.
Yeah,
everyone's jobs is on the line pretty much every week. So even if they're just like out talented, and at least it's like effort,
right?
You know what I mean? And that's why it's like I always make fun of my Bears. I just know we didn't have it's that talent gap, but as long as I'm seeing the effort, that's why I can go through a season just with my sanity, because I know, okay, we just want to have good enough players, but goodness, we're at least trying.
We're trying.
You know what I mean? It's like with the Chargers, you go out there national television and you just don't try. That is the most embarrassing. I don't know what I'm trying to think if I've ever seen something like that where it's like all the factors, like the coach is losing the locker room and there's all these other things going on.
I don't think so.
I just never seen. So I've seen teams just get whooped because they just get whooped.
Mm-hmm.
But to quit, against a team, it was against the Raiders. The Raiders is not that good. They're playing off passion with their interim. So like you said, it's very hard to take the Chargers seriously, just the organization.
Yes.
It's hard to take them seriously right now. So obviously I'm picking them to lose this game. Will it be like this catastrophic, 12.5 spread right here? Why not? I mean, the Bills, they're one of the hottest teams right now. They're beating AFC, playoff, type teams.
NFC
they beat a really good team, last week in the NFC. So, the Bills are on their mission to, they've responded to the criticism to their quarterback, to their coach, and they're balling. That's what the Bills are doing, despite all the injuries. I mean, they don't have all the players they started the season off with. So, they're riding high. Josh Allen is, playing like he normally plays, and that's pretty much what it comes down to for that team.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they cover that spread because, like I said, I don't, the Chargers. I'm watching this now. If people don't realize this Saturday night game is on the Peacock app.
It's only on the app.
That's on the NBC Universal app.
It's on the cock, dude. It's on the cock.
Yeah. So support Universal. I'll just throw that out there for just other reasons. It's on the app only. So they got that Amazon type deal where they get 2 Saturday games, I believe. So I think it's this week and next week. Peacock app. So it's probably a perfect game to be on that app because I don't think everyone's going to watch it. But I'm going to watch this football. I'm going to watch NFL. Now I believe it's going to be a commercial-free fourth quarter. Is what they're saying.
Oh damn!
On the Peacock app, yeah. So they're swinging for the fences. It just too bad the Chargers probably
nothing.
Won't show up to play. But with these teams though, what I am noticing though, it's like the league, the NFL is making so much money with all these different TV contracts and streaming contracts. I think they kind of were sending notes to the Chargers like all week, like, yo, like we debuting on Peacock. I need y'all to show up. All right. Like, we need y'all to show up. All right. We're gonna find y'all. We're gonna do something. If y'all don't
gonna find y'all
do this shit y'all just did last week on Amazon, y'all better show up on Peacock, bro. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's a money-making business, and the Chargers, they still have to show up. That's why I'm afraid to take this spread all the way out. But I could see Josh Allen getting a 2-touchdown win,
easy.
Here. So that's kind of my pick with the Bills. I say they cover the spread, with all that said.
With all that said, yeah. The Chargers, hopefully they make it interesting, but at the end of the game, we do expect this spread to be covered. Absolutely. And thinking about it this way too, the Bills are used to playing in cold weather. Now they're going to be in nice sunshine LA. Like, they're going to be ready to go. They're not going to be any hindrance of rain or wind or anything like that. They can just ball out and enjoy it. So yeah, Josh Allen, the Bills for the win, keeping the Bills playoffs hope alive too. They got to kind of play their way in to get it into the playoffs. So this is almost like a must-win game for them. And I hope they take it that way. I hope they don't look at it like the rest of us, where we just expect them to win, because that's a trap. You know what I'm saying? That's when they can get caught sleeping. And I think the Bills are a team where if they don't prepare correctly, they can get caught sleeping and they'll get blown out of the water. We've seen it earlier this year. So yeah, man, that was the picks. Quick and easy countdown. And I don't know if you wanted to mention anything before we get on out of here about Thursday night, the Saints-Rams game.
Yeah, that was definitely. I love my Rams this season, right? So, that was a perfect display of what the Rams are bringing going into the playoffs. Right now they're the 6th seed. You're projected in the playoffs, meaning they will play the Detroit Lions if the season ended right now in the playoffs.
Crazy. I think
everyone will pick the Rams in that game. Everyone will pick the Rams at this point. I mean, we're just going to keep it real. Just keep it real. The way Matt Stafford is playing, Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, and Cooper Kupp, just killing the routes out there. Daryl Robinson, I think that's the other name of the receiver. He stepped up because Tutu Atwell, he's kind of faded out. So they got, or is it DeMarcus Robinson? I forget it's a Robinson receiver for the Rams. He's a journeyman. He stepped up as a nice third option. And they got Tyler Higbee at tight end. Stafford is in his bag, man. Sean McVay, offensive genius, still Super Bowl winning coach. So you're bringing that. You got a young defense plus veteran Aaron Donald, one of the greatest defensive players ever, anchoring that defense.
So good.
They can hang with anyone. We saw it happen with the Ravens a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
We saw, as great as we say the Ravens are, everyone thinks the Ravens are a complete team, and they are. Ravens, they've led in every game. Teams had to kind of come back and steal a couple games from them. The Ravens is that good, and the Rams kind of had them. The Rams had them
at home.
Went to overtime, and it took a crazy punt return, to beat them, right? So
yeah,
the Rams are for real. The Saints, we knew they were kicking and screaming, it wasn't nothing going to happen with them. Derek Carr, he lost control of the family earlier this year. So I stopped taking the Saints seriously. I think I stopped taking the Saints seriously when I saw Jameis Winston rapping to Derek Carr on the sideline. I was like, this season's over. Yeah, I was like, I can't take this seriously, bro. So
ludicrous.
So since then, it's they've just kind of leveled off, a very average team.
Oh man,
Rams got pizzazz. So Puka Nacua had a career day as well. As great as he had, he's on pace to have the greatest rookie receiving season ever. And when we say that, we're saying better than Jamar Chase rookie season, better than the great Randy Moss rookie season. That's the track that Puka Nacua is on. That's scary. That is scary. And then Cooper Kupp again is back getting healthy. He had the greatest wide receiver season a couple years ago. Had the triple crown.
Yeah.
This is scary. This is a Super Bowl winning pedigree team sneaking into the playoffs. They will beat the Lions. I will pick them. I'm a 4 seed and pick that already. But the ramification of this game, though, the Rams, they're not gonna be able to catch the 49ers, NFC West. We already know this, but they match up with the 49ers better than anybody. But the Rams, their whole point is keep that seeding. The Saints, bad loss. I mean, NFC South, it's tough, but with the NFC South, it comes down to those division games. So though the Saints lost and it looks bad for them, they got a shot because they still got a game against the Bucs. So we'll see if that's their chance. I just don't see it there with them. They got some garbage touchdowns at the end. The Rams had this under control. For like 10 plus minutes left, right?
They scored like 13 points in the fourth quarter, like real quick or something like that.
It was nothing. It was garbage. It was garbage. So, I mean, the Saints is like, I didn't expect you to win anyway. But like I said, just, you need to be ready for these division games to even have a chance. And, Rams is tuning up for the playoffs, man.
They are, absolutely. And quick little stat about you mentioning, is it Puka Nacua? Puka Nacua, he's the one, the rookie is about to have the season. Calvin Johnson beat, I believe it was Randy Moss's single season rookie record back in the day. Or no, it was just regular season most yards in a season. Calvin Johnson beat that back in like 2012. And then Cooper Kupp broke that record a couple years ago, and now Tutu Atwell is about to have another most yardage in a season. The common denominator of all those, Matthew Stafford was the quarterback for all of those. So shout out Matthew Stafford. I think he's definitely a Hall of Fame quarterback now that he's won a Super Bowl as well. On top of that, and he might go get himself another one with the way that they're playing right now. The Rams. Dad had to go on vacation for a couple of games and get healthy. He hurt his back, but he came back rip roaring, ready to go, man. And shout out to Matthew Stafford for, even though where the Rams were, he could have just been like, whatever. Like, we're not going to be good this season anymore. We're bad. But dude, Matthew Stafford coming back to that team just has completely turned the tide for the Rams. And it was a great win for them on Thursday night on a short week, an easy win, in my opinion. I think they put the second team out there, and that's when the Saints really got their numbers on there. But I think they have all the chances in the world to make this one of the greatest stories of all time. You didn't even mention it, and maybe you were thinking about it. When they go play against the Lions, okay, y'all remember what happened? Matthew Stafford played his entire career at the Lions. And then he wanted to leave, and they traded Matthew Stafford to LA. Jared Goff went to Detroit. They could go on a head-to-head matchup, and Matthew Stafford would be going back to Detroit to play there and just drop dimes all over the field. I hope that happens so bad, dude. So bad.
I mean, that'd be a nice story for sure. And I want to backtrack when I got caught up in the Puka Nacua hype. I want to make this very clear with the greatest rookie wide receiving season ever. Randy Moss is still that dude, over 1,300 yards. He had nearly 17. I think it was 17 touchdowns. So no one's catching that combination of what Randy Moss did.
No,
I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah,
Puka Nacua may get the yards. But
TDs is different.
Yeah, he doesn't even have half the TDs that Randy Moss had. Jamar Chase had a great year. I don't know what touchdowns he had his rookie year though, but Jamar Chase had a great rookie year. So I want to put some respect on the legendary Randy Moss. Puka Nacua is doing great. And just imagine you were seeing this with Randy Moss, and he was getting touchdowns every game. That's just crazy.
I still feel every time I hear Randy Moss's name, I still feel bad for him, dude. We should have got him 2 Super Bowls and an undefeated season. We should have got them, but I blame that.
Had one.
I blame that on Bill Belichick.
Should have had one right there. He was on the 49ers when they lost to the Ravens when Joe Flacco won the Super Bowl with Ray Lewis. Randy Moss was on that 49ers team as well. And I think did he drop a touchdown? He had a shot to get a touchdown in that Super Bowl as well. So yeah, no, but what's funny is when you hear these legends talk, and I watch like sports talk, like Keyshawn Johnson on Undisputed and stuff like that. Like they had these great careers, and like they're not like bitter, like I didn't win one. They just like, yo, look at my stats. I'm a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? So it's like when Randy Moss is like, yeah, like he probably should have been up there, but it would have been cool if he had a couple rings.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
he deserved
it. Like it's hard to say, okay, yes, he had a great career, but like Jerry Rice got the rings, Michael Irvin got the rings. You know what I'm saying? I almost can't put you in that rarefied area right there.
It's unfortunate that he had to start his career at the Vikings. Let's say that.
That's probably what it was.
That's what it was, dude. That's what it was, man. Shout out Randy Moss. He was one of my favorite players to watch, obviously. Even before he got to the Patriots, he was still one of my favorite players to watch. And I think the Raiders really misused him when they had him. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thanks for another countdown. Everyone who's in here in the chat, your team might not be playing today. My team's not playing today, but it's still fun to watch football on a Saturday. That's NFL football, not just college. You know, a college game you can flip on and it's like, oh, it's 53-6. Sweet.
I will give a shout out real quick to college football. There's some obscure bowl games today. It's like the Iron Bowl and
the Bourbon Bowl, I think, or something.
Beer bowls. And stuff like that. So shout out to college football. It's just, it's
NFL.
Start paying y'all players more. It'll probably get more exciting in college. But right now it's about NFL. This is a meaningful AFC game here. The Steelers-Bengals.
Yes.
So that is enough to get excited for, just to see. Because this is playoff ramifications right there.
It's big time, man. It's big time. And we don't know what's going to happen with the Bills and Chargers either. But we got a feeling that, we're not going to be wrong about that prediction there.
I'm just supporting the content on Peacock. Download the apps. I think it's like $4 a month, y'all. So just
hey, go watch some football tonight, and maybe maybe fall asleep to it. I don't know. But we'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Obviously, so you got any streams that you're doing in the meantime, in between time?
Man, I'm kind of relaxing a little bit this holiday weekend. Happy holidays to everyone. But we will be here, for Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Countdown. And then Monday, I'm going to spend that day with the family and everything. And then we back on the content post Christmas, full Rebel Moon review. I'm taking all the nitpicking that people are saying with the film, and I'm going to put it all in the review. It's going to be a real fun video. I'm going to hit it on all my different platforms. So that's why I'm kind of taking a couple of days off, because we're going hard after Christmas.
You're putting together your board with all the yarn on it. Shit. I love it, man. I love it. So make sure everyone comes back tomorrow for Good Countdown Part 2. And we'll give all our picks for Sunday and Monday. And we'll see y'all back on Tuesday as well. So everyone, enjoy the football today. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Till next time, everybody. Peace.